Wednesday night baseball coming your way from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Number 33, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Lenny Green heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Right side, hit hard. Gonzalez takes it in, throws in time, and that's out number 1. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, they've got to be happy with the performance they're getting from that 8-hole right now. He's trouble every time he steps into the box because he's such a well-rounded hitter. He has the power to go deep. He's got the speed to turn an out into a base hit, and he's got the nerve to stay calm and come through in the clutch.
Dalton Jones is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season, so getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into game 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Hit to short. On to first, and there are 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Number 8 gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
That evens it up 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Red Sox nothing. Tribe coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Number 28 gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Dick Hauser comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Dick Hauser.
And he lays off there 1-0. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to dwell too much on one loss, and we know how long the road is ahead of them, but sure, they'd like to have that game back, no doubt about it. Nevertheless, all you can do is put it behind you and move on.
Here it comes on 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 38 onto the grass, one down. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Number 25 steps into the box. Hit to third. Jones is there in time to first, and there are two away. With a moment now, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, out in that corner outfield spot, a very reliable left fielder. Not somebody that's going to make the great plays, but every routine ball, it's as good as gold.
Leon Wagner gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Lays off 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Number 24 will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he falls behind 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Tribe. After one, no score. Number 13 will get his first cuts here.
Leading off for the Red Sox, second baseman, number 13.
In there, strike one.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Liner towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Into the box, Lee Thomas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Standing in now, number 25. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Rounded down the third baseline. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Going back is the right fielder. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria. Another look out in right field as he ends the inning by taking away a home run. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Fred Whitfield will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Whitfield.
First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit to first. Thomas over to his left, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting sixth, third baseman, number 10.
Number 10 stands in. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Bottom of the second here with no score. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Line drive to left. Number 8 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, number 6. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. Number 25 is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Tony Horton will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Into the windup and the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Number 38 is on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Number 38.
Number 38 gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Three and 0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Three and 0 pitch on its way. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Here's the 3-1. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
That's 2 walks now here in this 3rd inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
Tillman.
Coming to the plate now, Bob Tillman, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And in a National League game, this might be a spot to put one down, but I sort of doubt we'll see that here.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Nope.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Smoke toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, I think you have to say that his problems here are completely self-induced. Back-to-back walks started this inning. Now you give up a base hit, and that loads the bases. And things are starting to snowball on him big time.
In now, Lenny Green, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
One 0 count. Here it is. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Into the box, Dalton Jones, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. One and two. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Wagner is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Pedro Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Pedro Gonzalez.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on leading off the inning.
Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it, the right fielder makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in, Larry Brown, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Brown.
Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And that misses 2-2.
And that may have been one of those, let's just see if we can get him to chase one more time. Not a bad idea.
1 out, nobody on. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. And it's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Dick Hauser will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Good waste pitch, 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
The 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
So striding in, number 25, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that misses, ball 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, it's just the lack of control that continues to bite him right here. He walks back-to-back guys, then he serves up the base hit. And now he's left staring at a bases-loaded situation, and though I'm not sure he can put the ball anywhere close to where he wants to right now.
Into the box now, Leon Wagner. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Green. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other two runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Number 24 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Into the seats, 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Grounded to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Number 8 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Left fielder, number 8.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bounce towards the second baseman. Gonzalez comes up with it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, number 13.
Number 13 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. To short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 12, Lee Thomas.
Lee Thomas in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard towards second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Stepping in now, number 25. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Fred Whitfield is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Indians, first baseman, Fred Whitfield.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. And an unlucky start to the 4th that time as the leadoff man is set down. Number 10 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Number 6 waits on deck. Set to deliver on 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat 3-0 to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Standing in now, number 6. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Tony Horton heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The designated hitter, Tony Horton.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. The relay. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Into the box, number 38, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, when you're facing a guy that throws his fastball in the high 90s, you know you're going to have to cheat a little bit. You've got to get things started a little bit earlier than normal. And what happens then, guy throws you something off speed, you're way more susceptible to chasing balls out of the zone, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Into the box now, Bob Tillman. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
He gives him a free 90 feet there with one away. Now, all of a sudden, you open up a wealth of chances of making a productive out and still getting that guy home.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Wagner has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And a relay home, and they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. Pedro Gonzalez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Second baseman, Pedro Gonzalez.
First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Stepping in now, Larry Brown. Swing and a liner. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Dick Hauser.
Into the box now, Dick Hauser. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Number 38 has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Lenny Green will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Dalton Jones.
Dalton Jones will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Still 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these 2 guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
In now, number 8. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Smoke toward third. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Number 25 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Drive, center fielder, number 25.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Green on the move, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Settling in now, Leon Wagner earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
For the Red Sox, 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game.